Here's a big depiction of what my life has been like for the past 2 weeks. Now do that, but like 1,000 times more. Help. Welcome back, everybody. I'm your host, LucaTheJackal, and I am excited to be here once again on the Hive, and we are going to be playing Death Run today. Yeah, that's what I thought, buddy. It's been a pretty hectic past couple of weeks. Alright, yeah, fuck you. It's been a pretty hectic past couple of weeks. A lot has gone on in the life of yours truly. And it's been a lot car related. I was actually going to do a murder mystery episode, and I was like, what do I talk about in the murder mystery? I don't have any good Among Us stories, so I don't really have too much to work with. So I said, alright, I have car issues. So what if I just, talked about the car stuff? I'm like, then that would be way more fitting for a Death Run. And I haven't done a Death Run video, so why not? So here we are today playing Death Run. I'm going to talk about the catastrophic failure that is my car, which it's not as bad as you think. Don't worry, I still have a car. It works. I assume. I would hope it still works. But that's what we're going to be talking about today, and hopefully I'll be able to get it done in the games that are going to last a minute because of how just good I am. Yeah, get owned, idiot. So, I have a 2014 Dodge Dart. That is the lovely, lovely vehicle that I am in ownership of. It's great, it's a small little boy, but it does the job really well. I prefer small cars over big ones because driving trucks just always feels really awkward, and I feel like I'm not properly in control of the car compared to like if I'm in a small car. It's like, yeah, I'm the one on the road. I'm the one who's really, doing the driving here compared to I am driving a 50-ton thing of metal, and if someone dies, I don't know if I was responsible or not. But I love the thing. Super nice, super fun, and I went to get the oil changed 2 Saturdays ago. 2 Saturdays ago from whenever today is. Today's Mario Day. Today's March 10th. I went to get the oil change, and they were like, hey, we're noticing that you've got a real big oil leak in there. And I'm like, oh, that's not good. That can't be good at all to be having a big freaking oil leak in there. And they're like, yeah, we wouldn't even recommend getting your oil changed. We would recommend getting that fixed ASAP. I can recommend you a few places, yada, yada, yada. And I'm like, alright, that's good. They showed me some pictures, and it was leaking like all over underneath the hood of the car into like a bunch of other places. It's in the coolant. I'm not a car person, so I don't fully know what that means. I just understand that was kind of fucked up because I know what context clues are. So with that, with the car being notably messed up, I was like, alright, that sucks. So the day after, I drove uptown, and I drove up and went to one of the shops, and I was like, hey, I got a car here. Oil problems. It's got like a big oil leak in there apparently. What can you guys do about it? And they're like, well, what we're gonna do is we're gonna put some dye in your car, and then we'll have you drive around a bit, come back, and then we'll be able to like shine some UV light in there so we can see where it's messed up at. And I was like, okay, that I'm really low on oil. That makes sense. It's a bit stressful at the moment, but I can kind of work around this at least. And then they were like, yeah, we need you to drive 200 to 300 miles. Now, I don't know if you guys can gather this about me, but I don't travel. Again, I have a 2014 Dodge Dart. My daily trip at most is a 10-minute drive to and from work. And that's like 3 to 4 times a week. I barely drive. It takes me like a month to get about 100 miles on my car. And they want me to get 200 to 300. So I'm like, okay, how the hell are we gonna work with that? So I'm like, alright, this sucks, but I kind of have to work with this. If something else comes up, I'll do it, but like, I'll probably go a week or so with just driving the car, and we'll see how that goes. and I still need oil in the car, so I put some in myself. And that's where the problem starts to begin, because I'm like, I don't know shit about cars. And I was like, I don't know how much oil is in here and how much is needed. The light was still on. So I was like, okay. Maybe I need more. So I start with that. I put a little in, and I'm like, all right, I don't know how much is it. I don't think there's a lot, because I talked with my dad a bit, and he was like, yeah, I don't think there's enough in there if you can't tell. And I was like, okay. So I put more in, and I definitely put too much in. A few days after that, I start up the car, and there's a plume of white smoke out the back at the very start. I turn the car off, I turn it back on, and I go, that was weird. That was probably not good. And I was right. But I don't do anything about it because I gotta go to work. I'm about to be late for it. So I go in the car, I start the car again, I start driving down the road. I hit a light on one of the main roads towards work. And as I'm driving through, oh my god, that was pathetic. Just the one. As I'm driving through, I stop at a light. My car is jittering like crazy now. It's just shaking so hard. And I'm like, that's probably not good either. And the light turns green. I start the car up again. And I don't start the car up again. It's already started. I hit accelerate. Car barely budges, and a little bit of white smoke pops out the back. And I go, okay. That's definitely not good. So I quickly get into the left turn lane, wait 2 minutes in my car for the light to turn green as it's just shaking like crazy. And then as the light turned greens, I barely managed to get like my car moving. And somehow I managed to get into a parking lot nearby. I park the car and I go, all right, we're messed up here. And these people hate me. Holy hell. And I park the car, and I'm like, alright, we're messed up for today. And I get my grandpa to pick me up. He brings me to work, and we're like, alright, we're going to get this done tomorrow. And the next day, after my shift ends at about 1 o'clock, and I go home at about 1:40, my grandpa's like, yeah, I'll pick you up about, we'll talk about like 8:30 in the morning. I don't wake up then. I wake up at 8:50 to a call from him, and I'm like, yeah, let me just wake up. Okay, I'm sorry. And then I take a moment to wake up. He picks me up about 9 o'clock, or not 9 o'clock. He picks me up like 9:30ish, and we drive over. He's like, yeah, there might be a problem with like your air filter, or maybe your battery's messed up. So I just wanted to check it out real quick before we got it towed, to avoid anything, that'd be solvable. And I'm like, yeah, that's fine. We get there. He's like, yeah, I don't notice anything odd here. And then I start the car up. A bunch of white plume out the back once again. And the car shuts off after a few seconds. So we're like, now we're fucked. Because if I can't even get my car moving, we simply need to get it towed. So we get it towed. We tow it through. We drop it off. We're like, hey, we got problems. Please help. Please fix. I was here before, and now I'm here again. And I'm at the dealership, and through the next few days, it's me kind of being like real on and off with them. Like, yeah, we got to order this part. All right, we're gonna get the part now. And then eventually, I finally got my car back. It was about $500 to repair it for the one piece. I think they only needed one piece. And I don't know if the car is fully fixed. But I have the car back, finally. I got that back yesterday. I died twice? Wow. That's brutal. I was also a little upset. I don't know, I probably might show the picture on screen, but they left my car, they parked my car when it was finished in like the most disrespectful spot, which wasn't even like a parking spot. It was like one outside the parking spot. I'll try and share a picture of that, but it's just like right at the entrance, and I'm like, someone's gonna hit the car, and then it's gonna be like, oh, oops, you gotta get it repaired again. Oh, sorry for waking car. Can I land on one of those? I could probably land on one of those, can't I? That'd be cool. Amazed I didn't die there. But I have my car back, and it was a little messed up on the way back, because there was one light I turned at where the wheels didn't work for a second, and then I was very worried. And then it also just kind of smelled like oil, and I'm pretty sure there was a little extra oil at, like, the front of the hood, like, right underneath, like, the front of the hood. And I'm like, if they fucked up my car, if they didn't even repair this shit, and it gets fucked up again, I'm gonna be mauling, because I went like a week terrified of my car and another week just waiting to get it back. Not fun, especially when your only options of getting home from your 6 to 1 shifts is waiting for the last manager to get out. It's not cool. It's not fun. I'm glad to have the car back, but also I'm just tired of the deal. Okay, I should have gone away. I don't know, man. Dude, all of my family's going, oh, now you know, it's adulting sucks, doesn't it? I'm like, wow, we're so proud of you for having all of these problems. The problem isn't, oh, I have this problem, so you should have it. It's maybe we should just fucking fix the problem altogether. I swear to God. Fuck you. You let 5 people... Yeah, I'm gonna stare you down, alright? And I know you're gonna want to kill me the rest of the time. Go to hell. But maybe the problem is that shit happens like this, alright? So stop rubbing it in, you old geezers. And be better people. Old geezer rant aside. I'll probably take a couple more takes on cars while I'm here. I don't know too much about them. About like the inner works of it. I know I drive them, and they go places. And there are certain types of people on the road I dislike. Obviously, people, when I stop at a light and I see a person on their phone, or just not even stopping at a light and on their phone. Fuck you, you dumb, stupid asshole. Hate those people. But I mostly hate people who drive trucks. I'll wait here. I'm doing commentary for a YouTube video. I will sit here for 4 minutes and 20 seconds. Take your time. Okay, thank you. But it's mostly trucks. 90% of the time, people who drive a truck are kind of assholes. And I get why. It's because they drive that giant hunk of metal, and they can, honest to God, do whatever they want, because we literally have to respect them. It's like a fighting game where someone has a broken move. Like, yeah, we fucking hate that, but we have to respect it. Because, god damn it, they're just gonna DP and we're gonna lose the entire game. But there's a lot of annoying ones, because they usually drive... Yeah, fucking, you know. I know it. They drive very confidently. They do what they want. And it's especially towards the end of the night. I think all of us have shared the experience of... All of us have shared the simple experience that is driving towards the end of the night, maybe like 11 o'clock, 12, maybe even 1, and they stand behind us and they just start, and they have their brights on at the brightest possible level. Fuck you. Yeah, see that brightness, that blindness effect? That is how I feel at 1 a.m. with you assholes. Anyway, so more grumpiness aside, let's get to the one thing I think is going to be the positive part. There's no slime box there. Let's get to an actual, like, positive sort of thing. I think teleportation's cool. I want teleportation to eventually happen. It'd be very helpful. It'd be very convenient. It would destroy, like, probably half of the economy in the United States. But you know what? It's fucked up as it is. Alright, I'm making $11.75, and I'm going to be working... with Scream 6 coming out, and that's going to be the worst experience ever. But either way, I always keep saying, if I were to have... Oh, lovely leap. I love that skip. I always keep saying that if I were to have like one superpower that isn't just an exploited little shit, that isn't just like, oh, a reality change or I manipulate chance or whatever. Like, if it wasn't any of that bullshit, it would be teleportation. Because, God, that would make my life so convenient, you know? It'd make everything so much more helpful. But yeah, if I were to have teleportation, my life would be like infinitely better and more convenient. Because I'm not one who travels too much, right? My travels consist of I go to work, I come back from work, and then once a week I go to my parents' place to or not my grandparents' place to have a dinner with them. But God, it would be so helpful. I don't really carry much stuff around, but like if I could just teleport, you know, if I could just teleport to work and then be able to teleport back, it'd be great. Because it's like, oh, it's 5:43 and I gotta be at work at 5:45. I get dressed, I hit the teleport button, I clock in. It'd be perfect. Never have to worry about traffic again. And then, hey, boom, I can meet my family. And then when I'm done with that, I can just head out at any point. It'd be great. Hell, I could, if I'm just gonna be sitting there waiting for something, I could just teleport to and from a place. You know, it'd be awesome. It'd be so convenient, it'd be so helpful. And I think teleportation would just be kind of fun in general, right? I think for a lazy asshole like me, teleportation's probably just the best power-up, right? I'm sitting here, I want lunch, I teleport to the couch, I get up, and then I get something from the kitchen, and then boom, I'm out. Maybe I just stand up, I teleport to the kitchen, and then just grab something, and then I teleport back. Who knows? Oh, I'm at one end of the theater, and I gotta walk to the other end to clean a different thing down there. Boom, teleport, I'm done. It's so convenient, it's so helpful, and it would just make my life infinitely better. God, if you're listening, please give me the power of this. If you enjoyed this video, you know what to do. Hit the funny buttons, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Last time I did these sort of videos, I said, oh, check out this video right here because I forgot I have like an actual outro. So when that pops up, click on the video there. It's gonna be, I don't know what video that'll be. Maybe that'll be Block Party or whatever. That might be Block Party. Go check out Block Party. Fun game, phenomenal fun. It's very neato and cool. I should play it more because I want to get to level, what, 20? Or is it 25? I don't remember. I think it's 25. It's a fun game either way. But hey, if you want to see more videos like this, hit the funny buttons, hit the like, hit the subscribe, hit the give me $3 million, give me teleportation. That'd be cool. Anyways, bye. Bye. I'm supposed to jump off.